So the featured prelim for Vegas, UFC Vegas 42 was Thiago Moises versus Joel Alvarez or Joel Alvarez, yeah. Joel Alvarez. Moises making his return after losing to Islam Makhachev as a headliner for a fight night earlier in the year. Alvarez returning after defeating
Yakovlev.
Alexander, yeah, Yakovlev. I think that was as good as it's going to get on offside. Missed weight for that fight, Joel did, and he missed weight for this fight. Dude, the guy's 6'3", fighting at 150. I mean, we have some 6-footers that are fighting at 145. Giga, I think, is like 6 or 6'1", 145. It always blows my mind when these guys taller than us are making weight like 30, 40 pounds below us. But
I mean, you gotta imagine it's easier for them, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, Thiago took the fight anyway, but maybe he shouldn't have, because that was rough. If you go to the UFC site, the one where it's showing the matchups, what was the line was kind of nutty too, in favor of -2. Yeah, on the site that I saw earlier, I think I saw Alvarez actually has a higher dogs. But regardless, you have Moises at almost 2.5 to 1 favorite. And initially, I was thinking, okay, Moises, I've seen Moises a few times. I know what Moises can do. Alvarez, I was like, I don't know if I've seen him. And then I was like, wait, hold on. Let me refresh my memory. And then I looked at him. I'm like, wait a second. This guy's 19 wins are by 16 of the 19 are submission. I was like, wait, isn't Moises supposed to be like a BJJ guy? Like, but this guy has 16 wins. So I was like, hold on, let me rethink this. And I'm thinking. I'm like, I'll just take a chance. I'm like, whatever, I'll take Alvarez. I lost the parlay anyway on something else, but dude, he looked really good. Like, I thought, how did Moises look better against Makhachev than he did against this guy?
I have no idea, man, and it's really disappointing because I'm a fan of Moises, man. Like, I think he's a good fighter. I think he's got a lot of potential. So to see the lack of performance was kind of, disheartening for me. I'm still in the guy's corner, but I don't know. I don't know what happened there. That this was very decisive. I think just Alvarez, the pressure of it, man. Like he just came out from the get-go and started swinging, and I think it may have just put Moises off. If Moises had lasted into round 2, maybe we would have seen him clear his head a bit and come out and do something. But I don't think he had an answer for Joel's just aggression.
The size was so notable, though. Let me remind. So Alvarez is 6'3". Let me remind myself what
5-inch discrepancy or 6-inch discrepancy.
Yeah, I mean, and you looking at it, I was like, these guys are in the same weight class. Yeah, he missed weight, but I was like, holy crap, man! I'm looking at him like, dude, throw leg kicks, I guess. I don't know what you're gonna do against this. It was unfair looking at it from just looking at the TV. I'm like, how the hell did this got sanctioned? And then, I mean, the way it went down too, that was rough, man. That's a rough setback for Moises because there was nothing really to take away positively on that fight from him, in my opinion. And that stinks because now you would assume he's going to drop out of the rankings of an already pretty stacked weight class. But I don't think that necessarily puts Alvarez in the weight and like in the rankings for lightweight, because I think they might have to talk with him about fighting at 170. And they asked Dana afterwards, this is his second fight in a row where he missed weight. Is there going to have to be a conversation about him moving up to welterweight? And he was kind of like, yeah, I mean, you can't be. And then he brought up Costa. He's like, we're not going to let him fight at 185. So honestly, he was focused more on Costa than he did on Alvarez on that question. But I took it as, we won't leave him at 155.
I can imagine.
So if he fights at 170, I wonder how would he fare against those guys.
I don't know. I don't know how the weight would translate, but as far as technique goes, as far as Joel's skill as an MMA fighter, I think he could do well in that division. If weight cut isn't going to be an issue, or it won't be, I guess he's going to have to, just stay at his walking
closer to his natural weight at least.
Yeah. Maybe the power, but then he's got power too. So it's kind of like, and then like you were saying, you were alluding to 16 finishes
by submission.
16 by submission.
19, but he's 19-2. All 19 are finishes. That's what's nuts.
Yeah,
100% finish rate.
I mean, if you're looking at it from that, yeah, look at this. This is nuts, man. If you're looking at it from that angle, yeah, it's crazy. If you look at it from that angle, some of these guys might not be able to contend with his ground game. So there's that. Like, who do we have coming? We have Yaya. We have Yaya coming up. What is it, next week?
Next week.
Dude, the guy wasn't he almost 40 years old, or he is 40 or something like that? Yeah, dude,
He's old.
He's a ground specialist. It's like a Makachev. It's like a Khabib. You know, if you're going down, good luck, dude. So it could be, yeah. I mean, I think he could move up and neutralize the power that a lot of these guys have by taking them down to the ground, keeping them there, and 16-0 on your subs, dude. Jesus.
The last thing I want to note on him and this fight was, I was telling Pasta, what was most notable to me was the sheer octagon dominance he had. Dude. Like, he looked like that was his octagon. Thiago just looked like an invited guest from the street. It's like, here, let's have some tea. He has no idea who he is. And he looked so timid in there. Versus Alvarez looked like he belonged there. He's fought at the Apex like 10 times. He helped with the groundwork. He wrote the freaking blueprint. He looked so comfortable. I was like, dude, holy crap, who the hell is this guy? He just came in there, just spit all over him, and then walked out of there and missed weight. He came, he saw I conquer. I was like, what the hell? And he just went.
I'm gonna give most of the credit to this little mustachio thing he's got going on. Like, it reminds me of those old school like English boxers. Ones.
Put him up, boys.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Kudos to him. Yeah, let's see what they do with him. Because entering this fight, he hadn't fought since Khabib and Gaethje in October. So he fought twice in 2020, and this was almost 1 year since he had fought against Yakovlev. I don't know if there was traveling issues, if there was injuries, if there was COVID. I don't know why. Prior to that, I see 2 fights in 2019. So let's see what they do. We sure won't see him this year. But.
On that note, I'm actually curious to go and watch the tape on this one because I didn't realize he had fought Ismagulov and lost. And I like Ismagulov, so I'd be curious to watch that tape.
There were a couple people on this card that lost to Ismagulov. I was doing some R&D. I think I saw Ismagulov's name come up like 2-3 times, and each person that came before it said L, which makes sense. The guy's 23-1. I want to say maybe even Moises fought him and lost.
Yeah, Moises did lose.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a tough matchup. But yeah, so let's see if we see Alvarez at a welterweight next year, or I'd be surprised if they keep him at lightweight at this point. You missed twice in a row. Good luck.
So
and then he was also, by the way, getting some crap from the commentators too during the fight.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Because of the weight cut?
Yeah. Because since he missed weight, they were giving him some crap for it.
It's just out of curiosity, I want to see something. He's not ranked, right?
No. Moises was 14, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, 15, sorry. Well, now he's for sure out.
So that means that he should move up to 15, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna. If they were like, all right, fine, we'll keep you at lightweight, maybe. But that's the thing. I don't anticipate that being the case. I don't see them ranking him. I don't think you should earn a ranking after missing weight.
But then, so I don't know, man. Now that I'm looking at it more, I don't know if he'd survive this division. I mean, he's got the height for it, but look, these guys.
I mean, let's not start up there. Let's start on the bottom half. Let's look down there first. Sean Brady's an animal. That's a tough one there. Ponzinibbio's an animal. Li Jingling is an animal, but he got completely maimed against Hamzat. Jeff Neal. I mean, not the most exciting fighter. I'm not like a big fan of watching him fight. I just don't get super hyped up on him. Salikov, I don't remember that guy being that, like, when I watched him, I don't remember thinking anything too highly. Look, again, he doesn't have to fight the ranked guys immediately, but
that's true. Yeah. But see. I mean, like, I would assume that because again,
Oh, sorry. By the way, I said Jeff Neal. I was thinking Neil Magny. I keep mixing them up. Neil Magny's the one I don't care to see that much. Jeff Neal's cool, but that's the guy that keeps burping during the fights.
here's a super casual take, right? If he was gonna take Thiago's rank in was that lightweight?
Lightweight.
Yeah, if he was gonna take Thiago's in lightweight, I don't think he should take anybody's rank here. But I would assume that he would be put into the running, like maybe one fight away from breaking into welter rankings if they were to move him into that division.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say, and I think that's possible. Well, yeah, for sure, no, he wouldn't. I don't think he should crack if they move him up. I don't think he should crack it, but I do think maybe one fight gets him to it, especially depending who they match him up with.
Potential.
Final notes on this one.
No, just well, I always say that, but then I do have some final notes. So I'll just say that for Moises, man, I hope whatever happened there, he can correct, because I like him as a fighter. I like him as a person. So, hopefully he can dust the cobwebs out and for his next performance come out and do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And kudos to Alvarez as well. I don't want to discount that victory, because that was fantastic, man.